This is Sarah, aka Says.
How are we going?
Very good, thanks. Very good. And thanks for being here today. So, how long have you been in area specialist now?
Coming up 3 years.
3 years.
Yeah, next month I think.
So you joined at the same time as Stacey, or before or after?
Yeah, I was actually just before. I was the first of us.
You showed her the way.
Yeah, I did, and Marcus too.
Okay. Were you before him?
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, I led the way.
Yeah, that's right. Because he went away for a couple of months.
Yeah.
Months. Oh, okay. This is our pioneer right here. It says.
Yeah, that's it.
So it's been 3 years. Tell us a little bit about your real estate journey here.
For me, it's more, like, as we've discussed, lifestyle. I like a very healthy balance of work, but also my own life. It's very important to me. We go on a lot of holidays. We do a lot of things.
What's the last holiday you had? What's the next one you're going on if you've booked one?
We went to Mount Hotham, so we went there with the kids. Yeah, but then...
Oh no, you did that. Yeah, you went a couple of times to the snow.
Yeah, I went probably 3 or 4 times this year to the snow.
Oh, what?
Yeah. And
really?
Yep.
Damn.
And we got Canada in Jan. Yep.
That's
which is exciting. Cool. We've got our wedding next month. Yep.
Awesome.
Got that. So I've got it all there. But we like to have fun.
Canada next month. So that's going to be summer or winter there? Summer.
They're winter.
They're winter.
Yeah. So it'll be on the skis.
Which is when you do want to go.
Yeah.
What about the area specialist system has allowed you to have and create this lifestyle?
I think it's just working for yourself and having the freedom. I think when you work for a big sort of corporation, you sort of feel like you're stuck.
Oh, we are massive. What are you talking about?
We are massive in our own rights.
We're boutique, actually. We're boutique. We've grown very quickly. We're actually, interesting stat, we've tripled in size in the last 3 years.
Yep.
And we're all over the country, national, but we are still very boutique in nature. Sorry, I interrupted.
No, that's all right. Go for it.
I'd slide that in there.
I think when I mean big corporation, it's like, you work for a boss and they're sort of saying you have to be in the office at this time and you have to do this and what's your KPIs. I never worked well on that. I didn't like pressure. I didn't like anything. If they were going to put pressure on me, I'd be more likely to not do it. Whereas I think the freedom of having my own choice, what hours I'm going to do around the kids, what hours I'm going to do around my holidays. I still work, but I have, the affordability to do whatever I like and still service my clients and make more money.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
Tell us about any real estate goals or personal goals that you have in the next few years.
Well, the business has already increased by 30% over the last year. Yeah, mine. Yep, with Boyd's. So that's been pretty special.
That's massive. 30% is huge. In fact, especially this year, because this year there's been less houses for sale. Most agencies have shrunk.
Yep.
So for you to grow 30% is really damaging to a lot of the other agencies because they would have shrunk anyway because there's just less volume. Yeah,
I've just been finding that I think along with the area specialist brands, people see area specialists, but then also our name. So I think it merges quite well.
Yeah.
Because I think a lot of people get scared to move away because they think they're protected by a brand, but it's your name and people want to deal with you. And, it's just all referral based. Like most of mine will be referrals now.
Really?
My business.
Cool.
I don't prospect too much.
I'll talk to you about that off camera.
But it flows really nice with my lifestyle.
So would you say, boards breed boards. And so a lot of it's referral, but because your name's huge on your boards, and so people just driving around, they're seeing you and they're just calling you. So it's almost like a shortcut not to have to pick up the phone. And I'm not telling people not to make the calls because I think it's really important to connect with people in that way. But it definitely helps, doesn't it?
I had a few last week that they just saw my boards around in the areas, saw the name, and they rang me, and I really just went in there and listed it because they see my name, and that's all that I think really matters at the end of the day.
Yeah. Awesome.
Yeah.
So what else do you like about area specialist?
Well, you don't tell me what to do too much, so that's nice.
Too much? See, she put that thing in the end, too much. Do I at all? Yeah. I might just say, hey, the sticker's 1 centimetre too low or something like that. To me, it's important that the brand's looking schmick.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think what you've created within the brand is amazing, and it looks really nice. I think a lot of people compliment it. And the financial freedom really of, a lot of people will give 40-50% of their income to the boss who essentially doesn't do the hard work. Here you get 100%, and I think in that respect I can also reduce my commission a little bit to some people that really need it. I mean, it's hard times at the moment and there's no point being greedy, and I think I like to sort of make it based around people's lives, and I think that's a good thing.
Whoa, I thought Sarah was about to say kind of like drop my pants to get the listing, but it wasn't even about to get the listing. She's getting the listing. It's, hey, this person needs a bit of a savings.
Yep.
I can afford to give them that savings
Yep.
because of the structure that I'm on.
Yep. And I think that's what I really like about it, is because you're still obviously making money. There's no lie about it, but you just can help people a lot more based around this structure. And I think that's what I really like about it.
And it's interesting because even when you're helping someone out by giving them a slight discount, and I know you don't do that for all your listings.
Yeah.
It's so if you're about to sell with Sarah, don't just ask her for immediate discount.
It won't happen. No.
It won't happen. But it's even when you might give someone a $1,000 discount, for example.
Yep.
You're still making way more than if you're working at.
Yeah, and I think that's why the big people can't really do that as much, because you know they in the back of their mind they know straight off the bat they're losing, you know, a good portion. Whereas, you know, all your hard work is going towards, you know, like holidays, or we want to do a renovation flip. We've got big plans.
Are you?
Yeah.
Have you bought it yet or not?
We were looking, but we're fine-tuning.
Now's the time.
Yeah.
Interest rate's about to drop, I think. Don't quote me on that. So now's the time to get it.
So that's sort of aspirations around, I guess, for me, aspiration business-wise, it's just keep doing what I'm doing. If I put pressure on myself, then it just doesn't work as well. So I just go with the flow, service my clients, do my thing, but it's everything outside of that that's important to me. It's just creating a good life for the kids,
cool.
and doing, you know, everything in between.
So there's people here listening and they might be working at a franchise, for example, and they're scared to leave.
Yep.
What would you tell them?
Be comfortable with the uncomfortable, because leaving is not as scary as you think. And if you've got your name in the area, just get your letterbox drops out there, get your social media happening, and it'll all come, because people know you, they don't know the brand as much.
Were you scared when you...
No, I just went with it. I'm pretty cruisy.
Really?
Yeah, I just went with it. I'm like, oh, well, that's fine. I just had Daisy. Daisy was very young. I think she was a year old. Yeah.
So you just had a daughter.
Yep.
And then thought, what the hell, I'm going to be my own boss.
Yep. Dustin was 3, Daisy was 1. Yeah. So I just thought, you know what? I've got nothing to lose. I'll build it up, and, you know, the worst you can do is, well, fail, which is not going to happen anyway. But, you know, I think if you've got that mindset and the belief in yourself, then it'll happen.
I always say that there's some people that are scared. You weren't, but a lot of people are scared because they're worried about losing something. But I say it's a hypothetical loss. You're thinking you might lose 3-4 listings by starting your own business with area specialists.
Yep.
But if you stay where you are, you're guaranteed to lose 50%.
Yep.
So it's so weird that you think it's safer to be in a spot where you're guaranteed to lose 50%, whereas you're scared to move to being your own boss through area specialists where you hypothetically might lose a portion of your business.
Yep.
And I think there's only been 1 or 2 agents that have joined and actually dropped, and I think that's because they just went real casual. Because they're making more money. But everyone else that's joined area specialists has just flourished.
Yeah, I think elevated.
Double, tripled, quadrupled.
Yeah, Boyd's my assistant, but really he's probably my boss. He runs the ship. He's got 3 kids. He wants to branch out and do it eventually as well. And he's loving it. He loves the flexibility around the kids. I think it's just is that, and then making more money. They've been able to save more money in the last 12 months than they had in the last couple of years. And that's, like, for me to see that too, that's important.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sarah, thank you.
Thank you.